Hi everyone, I'm Mark Stoll, the Associate Director for Programming at Xavier's Center for the Advancement of Teaching. I'm going to talk to you today about the mid-course review that we offer. I believe it's one of the most important offerings of our job here. The procedure is that one of our mid-course reviewers will come to your class about 20 minutes before the end of class, and then you'll leave the class, and the reviewer will spend 20 minutes of class time answering 4 important questions. The first question is, what is not working well in the class? The first question is, what is working well in the class? And the students will be able to answer these questions. And these questions are written down. They have a sheet of paper to write all of these questions down on. And we'll review that in a second. The next question is, what is not working in the class? And they'll respond to that. And the next one is, what suggestions do you have for improvement? The final answer is directed towards the student. It asks the student what they can do to enhance their learning in the class. This is designed to help students realize that they are part of this learning process and not just listening to the teacher. There's a mutual involvement here. What the reviewer does then is talk to the class about these 4 questions and develop a consensus, because one student or 2 students might not have the same perspective as everybody else, and the reviewer is trying to get a real handle on what's going on in the class. And so they can weed out some answers that might not be really representative to the class. And then the reviewer will compile these questions, write them up in a document, and share that with the instructor. This process is a one-on-one with the instructor, and that way the instructor can ask questions about the responses of the students and can then think about how the instructor might respond to the students and maybe change a few things in the course. Sometimes the professor merely needs to address one of the questions without changing the course. They might have a complaint about the complexity of the text, and the answer might be, yes, it's complex because it needs to be. We're dealing with some very complex ideas here, and they're difficult, and so we need to struggle with the reading. So not every aspect that comes forth in the mid-course review document has to be addressed by the instructor. As a reviewer, this is one of my favorite activities that I do for CAT, because I get to spend time in classrooms and I get to learn from what professors of other disciplines are doing, and I think I get to make a difference in the teaching at Xavier. So it's very beneficial for me in that regard, but I also think that it's a great help for instructors. Sometimes they just need a little affirmation that things are going well, or need a little direction of how things ought to go. And so our mid-course reviews are always given around midterm. So keep an eye out for the email asking you to sign up for a mid-course review. You will not regret it. Thanks a lot.